Hey, Danton, we're live.
Hi. Make sure I have everything.
I'm going to double check, okay?
All right.
One second.
Shuffling some cards. It has been a long time. Good to see you all. We have a special live today.
One more second, okay? I'm going to make sure that it catches on our gallery page.
So I'm shuffling some cards. We're going to do something special today. Jamie's checking, making sure it works, or speaking.
All right.
If you can hear me, let me know.
We're live, Danton.
Yay!
It's a Sunday, right?
It
Today's
is
Sunday.
Sunday, yes.
It's been a couple years since you visited us.
I think it's been about almost a year and a half before I was on last time.
Okay.
Yeah.
How old are you now?
35.
June's here.
Hi, June. Oh, yeah, I can see it now. It's so good to see you all. Well, as you all know, we like to do things special here. I keep saying that. You'll see on the bottom screen, we have something unique. We didn't always do this, so I like the idea that we're going to do this for you. But let's do something for Jamie first. So let's pull a card for Jamie. Send some hearts for her reading. Maybe good things. We are using the... Hi, Janine. We're using the Mike Dooley Notes from the Universe.
So for those of you who have not met Danton yet, he has been our dear friend since Kalani Street. So that is
7 years?
maybe a little longer now because we had four together through COVID.
Yeah, that's true.
And then we had Nimitz together. Nimitz was like 4 or 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's been longer. It's
maybe
like 8 or 9 years.
Yeah.
Holy camolies. So Danton, when I met him, was interested in beads and always interested in psychic readings, intuition. What else?
Just the how to manifest and use creativity for benefit for others.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think when I started our beading journey, it was how to find beads to help me train psychic and physical mental abilities. But then I also wanted to teach others, and so that's when we made our first bracelet, the planetary bracelet.
Oh my gosh, yes.
That was one of the funnest ones that we did. Yes.
Look, everybody's saying hi. Sylvia, Anne, Deb Eckritz, Debbie Teeble.
It's so good to see you.
Oh my gosh, you have your own fan club.
Yeah, I miss you all. I know I get to see your guys' stuff on our Bead Gallery and our Bead Ohana pages, so it's good to see you guys again and be able to connect with you for today.
So you had a life change for a little bit, doing work with healthcare.
Yeah, so I got a big boy job. I've been working insurance for the last 2 years. But I should be back here on Saturdays or Sundays a few times in the month to help out. So you'll definitely see me more in the next year.
Of course, I said, Danton, you have to go live. Everybody hasn't seen you in so long. Yes. So I was like, go live. So we have a treat today. Everybody who bought that bracelet the other day, Danton came in the store and I was like, Danton, you're going to do a little special. So he picked cards for your terahertz Herkimer bracelets, and he is going to do a short reading for each of you as a gift that came with that special bracelet. And he's going to do mine first.
Yep. So we're going to pull. We have some hearts and we are ready.
Ready.
Okay. So you have, if they are loved, if they once loved you, they still do.
Oh.
So the back says, thanks for every single time you've ever fell in love, whether or not it was obvious, whether or not it lasted, and whether or not you were loved back. It changed everything. Actually, you're always loved back. You changer the universe. So that's so beautiful. It's for you, Jenny.
Thank you,
But
Danton.
it's true. We always forget that we are loved. And I was just talking to, I think, Miss Nancy about forgetting that we love ourselves and we have to make sure that we get what we put out. I remember one time when we were at Nimitz, Jamie and I got Wendy's because there was a Wendy's near the airport, and Wendy's forgot something, and I think it was one of the salads. So Jamie was like, "Nope, go back inside with the receipt and make sure to get exactly what we paid for, because we put out that energy, we put out that time, we put out that love and intent."
Oh,
And so yeah, I remember I was like, oh, I was just telling Miss Nancy, I felt so nervous, but after doing it, I was like, why did I feel nervous? Because we paid for it. It's,
Mhm.
you know, it's a service. And then I learned about quality and what we do, and that's why I love Bead Galleries, because we give more, but we also show. You know, we have that legacy of everything.
I'm
So
so proud
thank
of you.
Yes. But like we said, we'll start out with the special. Now, Jamie, do you have any more of the Herkimer and the special? You said, is it 75 maybe now for the bracelet? Well, I can start with Miss Gail. I don't know if she's on
She
here.
is. I just saw her. Look, she's right here.
Gail Kinamatsu?
Yeah.
Yes. Hi,
She
Miss
said
Gail.
that was the first bracelet she ever got, and she's here
Yes,
today.
I know. I was talking
so
to Jason. I was like,
crazy.
I haven't seen this name in a long time.
Oh my goodness.
So we have your bracelet here. Now, what we're gonna do, it's rarely done because I can tell you, because I've done the camera for a long time for us, and we never really showed what we do with the bowl. You'll see it from side when I do it on side, but today we're just going to leave it like this. We're going to give it a tap, and we're going to cleanse the bracelets that you've purchased. Now, if you are still interested, let us know, Jamie know, and we're going to see what's left.
Yeah, we can make. I think
we have a few left, I
to
think.
do maybe like 5, 6 more.
Not too
So
bad.
message us.
Yeah, so give us a message, give us a holler. There's about maybe 5 more of these. I love this because I helped design this. I think when I first started here,
it's the
officially,
Danton original.
we did the Herkimer, and that's when we had that big Herkimer craze where everyone was just searching for it. And then the terahertz. I love the terahertz. So definitely good for grounding, for yourself or for others if you feel that you have too much negative energy. So Miss Gail, thank you so much. It's so good that we started with you. You started with our first bracelet that I helped design, and now I'm coming back, and we're gonna cleanse and bless this one to go home with you for the holidays. Oh, and then I've already specially pulled the cards out for everyone. So while this is cleansing, they chose you. You might not readily believe this. It might even spook you a bit, but there are those who chose this very lifetime, in large part knowing you would be there. Now that is what we call a reputation. Hugs from the universe. So I love this because I actually just told this to a person, a close friend of mine for 6 years. You would never think that he was into spirituality, much into their physical appearance and working out. But he's very humble, very kind spirit. And we talked about lives and reconnecting. And I told them that I've met them this time. And then they told me that they remember me from a past life. And this time I said, I cannot wait to see you in the next life. And not saying I'm not going to see him ever again, but just telling them that I'm anxious and excited for good reasons to reconnect again. So I love this card for you, knowing that you are meeting people again and reconnecting and remembering those loves that you have shared is coming back. Thank you. All right, Miss Gail, you're good. Miss Carmen, are you out there? It's been a while. I have yours next. All right. So I have yours right here. Let's put it in here while I get your card. Now these ones I pulled right before we did, just to make this go a little faster, because after this we have a special treat. Now, and if you're not here live, remember that you are able to see this in replay, so you should be good. So you can get your card, and then you are getting your cards in the mail or with your order. So your card is it's not only about being right. So this one is, in all tests of character, when two viewpoints are pitted against each other, in the final analysis, the thing that will strike the most is not who was right or wrong, strong or weak, wise, or foolish, but who went to the greater length in considering the other person's perspective. Don't you agree? It hits so close to home for me because in life, there's certain times when there are disruptions, miscommunications, and you may feel injustice, but recognize what love and how bound we are to the hurt and being right and the vindication. But why not release it and recognize what can you do with the power you have to heal?
Wow.
So,
I like that.
yeah. All right. The next one is Karen Kellner. Hi, Miss Karen.
I hope she's here.
Yeah, I hope you're here. I'd say most times we had a live, I'd always see Miss Karen. All right. So we have this going for you. Miss Karen, your card is all there is to love has been there all along. When you begin to find love in people and places where you haven't found it before, it's always because you've grown. So you rock from the universe. So very beautiful. I like this because if you have been hurt, it's best, I would say, to be able to face the negativity, go back to that place, but make a better memory. And over time, it will heal. Yeah.
Here is Janine.
Oh, hi, Miss Janine. I hope you're out there. I think I see yours. Now, I've got yours right here. And then we're almost done with the special. Again, if you're joining in right now, we have the Herkimer bracelets that were on special. They are back 75. Yeah. So you might have missed the special, but myth. I can't. We had some water. I promise. No sake. But you might have missed the special, but you still might be able to get a chance to get your Herkimer for the 75. There's only maybe about 4 to 6 more that we might be able to make. So if you're interested in this, definitely let us know and we can see what is left. But this one is sometimes the good is hidden. Find the good in what they said or ask. It is always there, even if they didn't mean for it to be there. Sherlocky yours, the universe. P.S. For clues, what you want are hidden all around you. I love that because to me, I always look at the little things and appreciate it. But here, it's as if people are doing more. So maybe their love language is more of showing than actually saying. But I feel that this is definitely going to help in your journey. Yay.
And we do have some bracelets Danton made. I can't wait to show you.
Yeah.
So the last one is Susan's.
Oh, Miss Susan's?
Susan.
All right. Miss Susan, I have yours. All right. Now your card is What Would Love Do? Do you know why it's so easy for us in the unseen to quickly pinpoint your whereabouts? You leave behind footprints of love from the universe. P.S. The legend of Bigfoot continues. I guess they're saying you have such a big heart and big love, which is true since I've seen with the gallery and just the Ohana and just the love that you send us and the support. So thank you. Please continue to show your love because we will be able to see it.
Thank you.
Yay.
That was so nice.
Yes, thank you so much, everyone. So that was our special for this part of today.
Oh, Danton, can you show them what you've been making?
Yeah, well, I think I'll show the first one. I made this one here, if you saw on our Instagram, Facebook. This is with the most recent bell from Bali and the Shiva Eye. So I got one of the last ones of the bells when I came into the store, and then I got Hemimorphite. This is we sell it by the strand. Beautiful stone, good for a good one to have if you are a healer or you are learning to heal. This is with the throat and heart chakras, and I think also with crown. I think this is the first one I saw that does crown and throat at the same time, but excellent for healing and loving for others.
I love that. It looks so nice
Yeah.
on you. Can you hold your arm out so everyone
Sure.
can see? And guess what? Susan is here, so she heard your
Yay.
healing words.
I'm happy. It's good to see you, Miss
Nice.
Susan. Good to
Let
see
me
everyone.
underneath the big camera. Oh, like let's hold our
Oh,
bracelets next to each other.
yes.
Like Wonder Twin powers.
Unite.
Activate.
Form of pail of water.
Would you be pail of water?
Well, because one is always water. That was the joke. Yeah, one's always something of water.
Okay, so then I'll be the fire.
Well, because the sister is always an animal. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Form of panda bear with a spear.
Oh, okay. I don't know you could have a weapon. I don't think she has a weapon.
Okay.
We'll get back to you.
All right. So I'm gonna have you show some of your pieces because I was so proud of you for the things that you made, so much of the energy in it. And if there's somebody interested, if you guys are interested in supporting Danton or buying anything that he has made today, we will mail it to you. And we wanted to show you some cards, some wonderful love yourself cards that go with his pieces. So
we'll be giving you a card for these ones.
Peeky. Danton, let's show them the silver obsidian with jet. Yes.
Oh, so I think this one actually was gold. I think it was misprint. But that is okay. So this one here is
this is the silver obsidian, right?
Oh, sorry, silver.
Yeah, so you got the good one.
I was like, wait a second.
You got the silver obsidian bead, and then there's the jet, which is the fossilized wood with it.
And this is plated hematite.
Yeah, and so I like how you put the yang energy with the black yin, because black is the color for water, which is yin energy. So I like how you balance that, yin and yang.
You can see it. I love it.
That is beautiful. Danton's bracelets are between $40 to $60. They're about that price range. So this one is $60. If you're watching in replay, you can always let us know, and I will ask him to pull a card for you if it is not in this show. That is beautiful.
Yes.
I'm going to move this over.
Okay.
Alrighty. Then he has a black ebony wood with tiger's eye. So red tiger's eye has a lot of wisdom with it.
Yeah. Well, this is also, I think this is one of the strands you got from Tucson. So it was a very high quality one.
Nice.
And so if you look in, you can see that flash.
I really love black ebony wood. It is one of the strongest woods around. So it's really it's enduring.
I was going to say,
wear down.
When I designed most of these, it was to see what people would need, and so I love the black ebony because eventually too we talked about the oils. So the oils that get into the ebony, the transfer and the change of colors is so beautiful. Because we talked about using infusing oils to some of it before. Yeah, we tested and showed you guys before.
So that's red tiger eye and black ebony wood. Then what else do you have? I love your pieces, Danton. I wear yours the ones you made for me, I have worn quite a bit. You have such good energy.
Thank you. I try.
That's the seraphinite, terahertz,
and
black ebony.
Yeah. So, and I think for the most people who remember me, who are here from our Bead Ohana, would know that most of these stones were actually ones that I would like, picked out from when we were at the lives.
I like how you shop too, Danton, because he's not an overzealous shopper. You carefully pick the bead based on the energy, and so your collection is really small and meaningful. I mean,
I do want to buy all of them though. I think the same with our viewers and our Ohana.
Okay, that one is I like that one. That's blue tiger's eye, black ebony, and terahertz. Your energy always reminds me of terahertz, Danton.
Yeah, I think for the longest time it was my staple. So most of my pieces had.
I'm going to put you closer up, so then you don't have to stick your hands out so far.
Okay. Yeah, I love it.
So blue tiger's eye has a lot of wisdom. It has the throat chakra energy.
Yes. Yeah.
It feels more peaceful, yeah?
Yeah, I figured, put that one on. So for this one, I designed it opposite of the red tiger's eye. Red is to the invigoration, the gung-ho, to be able to push forward. But this one was about the intellect, to find the encouragement within. To find that purpose why. Like it definitely helps on your meditation. That's why I embedded it with the terahertz on the side.
This is $65 and made with so much love.
Yeah.
When you're making it, because I know you also have done you practice Reiki.
Mm-hmm.
Are you putting a lot of intention as you're making it, or do you make it and then you focus your energy?
So it is very interesting. I have to be in a mindset to create. So that's why before I made over 90 of these.
Look at this
Yeah. Oh, that's why I love the
blue tiger
blue tiger eye. It's so
ebony
beautiful.
terahertz. This one is 65.
And if you are interested but don't want to buy any of these today, just know that actually all the beads that you see that I designed with were from the Bead Gallery, and it might even be in your collection. So if you are inspired, please by all means use the pattern like this and create something meaningful for a loved one. But if you don't have, definitely for yourself or others,
Now,
take a look.
tell us like what you were thinking when you put this combination together.
So
Or feeling. What were you feeling?
the feeling with this was it's going to hit close to home there, but there were times when we felt lost or even depressed and down and felt like we were stuck in a hole. But just like it wasn't just the huffing and puffing, it was just like even breathing and meditation didn't help. So instead of using lapis, because lapis is good for helping with the unknown and intellect, or labradorite, I chose the tiger's eye because tiger's eye usually feels more masculine. However, when I think of this one, I think of a blue flame and how blue burns brighter and hotter. But also, blue has that symbolism for the subconscious and intellect, and the mind. So,
Is that your favorite color? Tell us about blue.
yeah. Well, I think blue and green now, but blue, I like the color blue. Before, I am an Aries and I love the color red. I had red and everything. But, oh, the third one I showed was the Seraphinite. Yeah. Yeah, but some of these, yeah, I love the blue, especially for this one too. But I realize, and it's so funny because I wouldn't have known since I was with Jamie and Bead Gallery, I have too much masculine energy or too much energy that is fiery. And so to balance it out, the yang is water. But water's not always blue, but the subconscious and the energies, I have too much frustration because my body will do one thing and my mind does the other.
Blue and black are the water colors.
Yeah.
Blue for the daytime, black for the
night,
nighttime. So
yeah.
you are very feng shui in your colors. Oh, good picks. Good picks. I always figure you're blue too because you're so good at communicating.
Ooh.
And I think that your throat chakra really does allow for a lot of love to come in and out of your speech. It's very valuable. So I always think of blue with you. Oh, Melita, we'll show you all the bracelets in just a second.
The next one I'm showing,
Larimar, and it's a blue-green Larimar. Show them,
this
show
one
them.
was from a special collection, and I made only a handful of these just because I bought one strand. I had one strand of the Larimar from the Bead Gallery when we had the Larimar show. So I'll show this here because when I put this down,
it's so pretty.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it bigger, okay?
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
So that is the Larimar, and what I love is the color is actually the same. Because sometimes the color is different, but it's so bright online and it looks the same exactly on the camera. I love it.
So nice.
Like what you're seeing on the camera is exactly what this Larimar looks like.
Janine, that is such a...
Yes, thank you, Miss Janine. It's very true.
Show that.
Yes, please do. So the blue in the flame is transformative, making metal and glass and manipulate the shape. I love it. I love transformation and growth. And I think in the hardest moments in our life is when we have the greatest transformations. And it's one of the reasons why I chose the blue for most of the ones that you'll see. But yeah, that one is one of my favorite ones I made. The Larimars that I had just went so fast. I know that was the last one I had. Pretty.
Oh, and this bracelet is $70 if you are interested. I want to rotate it because it's so pretty. Oh my gosh.
I know,
that's
that
a
bead
nice
was
one.
Yeah.
I love it because it's not like typical. I love how it has like navy, like a what do you call it? Like a camouflage green in there.
Usually you'll see more of the blues, but that one showed more of that greenish tone that came out. So I like that. All right.
Okay, next up we have the lovely terahertz black ebony. This is $40. It's black ebony and 1 terahertz. I like it. It's such a statement.
Simple, yeah, a simple statement, but just like the reverse of the terahertz and the Herkimer, it's just enough. And you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of how we had the Tahitian pearls. Just the imagery and the mirroring of the terahertz. So if you cannot wear too much metals, I liked wearing just that one in the wood because the wood has more of that life, that energy, being the ebony, and then having the 1 terahertz. So it's just enough metal on one side of your body where you can try to just begin using that type of stone and work from there.
The Larimar has, let me just double check because I can tell you
Yeah.
real fast, ebony, and then he put a rose gold color
Seed
seed bead,
Yeah.
an 8 glass bead.
Like I think the one thing I was trying to work with is how to use my seed beads and how it would maintain with other types of bracelets. So I loved using seed beads in some of the bracelets because it helped the bend and when you take it off, some of it worked really well.
So the rose gold color, I like how you intuitively pick that as well because it has that copper earthy feel that you get, like, you know, just where gold is like the sun and silver is like the moon. When you have rose gold and copper, it is like standing on the earth and digging your feet into the ground and being like, I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very that. Speaking of sun, though, I have like a goldstone, sunstone.
This one is $45, so it's black ebony wood with 1 terahertz and goldstone. Could you tell us, could you tell us how terahertz makes you feel?
So terahertz for me, when we first got it in Nimitz, I did a test. And so I bought 4 strands and I put them all during COVID on all of my arms and legs.
Yeah, I remember.
And then I would go to the gym all the time with a friend when it opened up a bit. And then I'd work out and run from home. And I realized that when I was working out, I could barely jump. And it was just, it felt so heavy when I was off of the ground. But when I was connected to the ground, it felt so crazy because I felt so loose and more relaxed. So anytime I left the ground and the magnetism from the ground, I just felt completely different.
Look at this.
I know. I at first I didn't want to use it, but I was like, "That's so pretty, though."
I love it.
Like, because it's different. It's not the same, and
it's so pretty with that. Like, it's like some people would think that that's a flaw, but I love
just the way it looks is so pretty, and that's why I put the highlight of the goldstone, so the eyes kind of go into it.
The ebony and terahertz beads. This one. This bracelet, Janine, is $45. No, 40. This one's 40, and it fits me. So I'm gonna say it fits a 6-inch wrist. I know. I was like, this one's so nice. It just looks good, like with that single terahertz. Janine, you're so funny. I was gonna say it looks like a heart, but you know how I'm always online saying, "Oh, this looks like this looks like that." I was like, this one time, I'm not gonna say anything, and then you did.
Yeah.
Okay, let's put them all in the camera view, and then we can just chit chat with everyone, see if they have any questions, or if they want to make one themselves, and we could give them a gem recommendation.
Yeah.
Because black ebony is an awesome wood. We have it. I've loved it for years. It's so strong. Like, I don't mean strong energetically, just like that, but it is so strong in terms of like the kind of wood it is. It doesn't wear off when you get it wet. It doesn't wear down when you wear it for years. My black ebonies are really happy. All right. Now I've mixed them up. So if you see something that calls you, let me know. So the third bracelet that Danton showed was the Seraphinite Black Ebony. I know that. Here. This one.
Yeah, I used to before I got into the insurance business, my last experimental bracelet was terahertz and the Seraphinite. And I love that because if you are working on talking to your higher self, talking to your ancestors, connecting and aligning with that higher dimension, I used a pattern of just like that all around. And I would just use that and I would meditate or pray, ground myself, and just listen and wait.
You know what's crazy too? Because the word seraphinite comes from the word seraphim, angels. So if you have seraphinite at home and you've always wondered why, if you look at it, it's a very green, it tends to be a more like muddy green color. And then it has like white streaks in it that looks like angels.
It looks like feathery. Like
Yes.
it feathers itself. It's different than like kyanite or anything
This
else.
batch that we got, you got the one that was in that teal green batch, yeah? Because it wasn't that muddy green. We were like, oh my God, that green. Only one said we had it. So, oh my God, Melita's asking, can we talk about the stone in the third bracelet? And we are.
Yeah,
I didn't even know
so
she
funny.
asked.
Yeah. But I also use this because before we had we were working with Angel Reader Joy, and we did a show with blue lace agate and angelite and a few other ones for messaging and calming and healing. But this one here, I think, is a higher form of all of those. It's a little, I think, stronger, but it's also the connection I had was much more greater. So if you are interested, and green, you're feeling more drawn to that, I would say take a look at what we have.
Yeah, it's a very heart chakra. That green is so nice. Yeah. All right. Now, if it's a size 7, do you mean a 7-inch wrist scale? Try this on Danton, because Danton, I think, wears size 7 bracelets, right?
I believe so. Yeah, like 7, 7.5, maybe.
Okay. Does it fit you?
Yep, it fits me.
Then we think it'll fit Gail. Gail, if you like that one, the Larimar is $70. It's black ebony and Larimar. And if you do like it, I asked Danton if he would pull cards to go with these today. So it's just as a special treat, because I know when he pulls cards for me, it always makes me feel so like, oh my God, I'm making it through life and I'm good. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to put this on the side if you do like this. And then for the Seraphinite one with the green, this one is $70. It's Seraphinite, Black Ebony, and Terahertz. And again, if you would like him to pull a card just to kind of connect with you. Oh, can you pull a card for Gail, please? And just so when you pull a card, let's test him. Okay, are you energetically dealing until the card pops out and says "pull me"? So that's what I do.
Yeah. So some people will do that. I will actually go until I feel that it's right. So I normally have to touch all the cards, and once I've touched all the cards, I may not, like some readers traditionally will wait until the cards fall out. I will actually wait until I feel the message is there. So I may not even pull from the top, I may pull from the bottom or even the middle. So depending on if you see some of the prior shows, I didn't always pull from the top. This one I am going to pull from the middle because I feel that it's closer to the heart and closer to home. And so this one here, it's not about moving forward or backwards. It's about right now. Oh, it's so funny. I choose bright future right now. It's so fun. See, I told you just how it works. The moment I start to change, the moment I am willing to bring good into my life, the universe responds in kind. And I think that people tend to forget that in the minor sense because we are so caught up with our goals, and if we don't make it, it's just a bummer. But here, it's recognizing once you start initiating change, don't be locked in what you have. Continue to grow. It might be fearful, might be hard, but after you do it, you'll just gain so much wisdom, experience, and love. Yay!
So nice.
Yay!
So Melissa says she's a size 6. So do you mean your wrist is 6 inches? Because it's not like a ring size, okay? Yeah, so if your wrist is 6 inches, my wrist is 6 inches. I'll just try it on so you can see how it fits. Danton makes everything fit me.
I think after years, I think because I had to make for displays and samples, it just flows, and somehow it fits me at times.
So if you want to, Melita, you can let me know, or we can ask Danton to take a bead off.
Yeah.
But well, that's a good fit. Look, it's not rotating.
Yeah, it's not really rotating. Yeah.
Okay, this is for Janine, Ebony and Terahertz. Could you please pull a card for her? Yes. And also know that Miss Janine recently also recovered from, it was COVID, yeah, Janine.
Oh, Jamie, when I was gone, I think you were right about to go to Bali a month before. You wanted me to come into the store, and I actually fell sick with pneumonia. But before that, I had COVID for 2 weeks for the first time. After getting, for the first time, I got COVID. In the whole time of everything that happened. So it hit me very hard, and my immunity system is still recovering, but it's much better now. But let's give you a good card. Pulling from the back. I trust the intelligence within me. There are no problems that do not have a solution. There are no questions without answers. I like that.
That's very Janine.
It is.
I was like that. There's
like,
no questions without answers.
It's
there
pretty
are no
much like,
problems that do
Miss
not
Janine,
have a solution.
stick to your guns. You are in the right. You know what you're doing.
You are on the right path.
You're on the right path.
Making good decisions.
Yes.
It's good to hear that. I mean, there's moments where you're like, what if I had chosen this? What if I had done
It's so
this
hard.
instead?
It really
and then
happens.
we start to doubt ourselves, which just, So for this lovely Melita, nope, this is the blue tiger eye. Oh my gosh, I'm wearing the bracelet, Melita. I was like, I love it. Let me know if you want us to take off one bead, and I can ask Danton to do it before he leaves today. Yeah. So you go ahead and you comment, and we can do that because it's very beautiful. And that way he can pull a card for you if you want to. And if there's somebody out there that does need some help, you're just feeling like, oh, I need some extra support today, you have Danton and me right here. Put a sign out there. So go ahead, make a comment. We are definitely ready to send you guys some love.
Thank you, Miss Janine. And if there's anyone else that wants to send healing energy and love to anyone else on this live, put a heart, press that heart button, give us a love, give that heart. Remember, Jamie, you do this. Do you still do this on the live? That's how I learn.
I have to show you my new one. So I go shaka, and then I make a
heart. That's cool. Yes. But thank you so much, everyone. We'll stay on for a little bit just to see. But it's good to see everyone. You'll definitely see me back in the store. I'll probably be here, like I said, on the weekends. So I'll be here to answer questions, and I will probably be here to help on the lives.
Yeah, I would love that. It's nice, like when we're working together. I'll just come closer and I'll just tell you. You'll be right there. Yeah. When we're working together, there's such a peaceful energy. And I don't know if you guys have ever noticed that when you're around certain people, it brings out different kinds of energies. Yes, Janine, it will totally fit you because I was like, that's the bracelet for me too. Because it looks so good next to my Herkimer one. Does. And then you have one too. So hey, you got double Danton blast.
You did.
So in case you didn't know about this bracelet here, Danton made me a bracelet at the beginning of COVID, and I wore it a lot. I was having a hard time. I'm sure we all did. Yeah. I really felt ungrounded. I felt scared a lot. I felt anxious. And then I'd go on a live and I'd feel like, okay, now is my time to really jack up the energy and be positive. But then, I don't know, then, you go so high sometimes that there's nowhere else to go but the opposite. And then I feel like untethered. So I wore that bracelet a lot. Finally, things got better internally, and I didn't have to wear the bracelet. Yeah. So I put it on my rack. Oddly, about a month ago, I couldn't stop wearing it. I wore it every day. And then I was like, man, I really need this. And I hadn't seen Danton in so long. Yes. While I had it on, I called him. And I was like, Danton, we miss you. What's going on? We talk so much, but we never see each other.
I know.
And then I saw you show up in my Google Calendar. He just put himself on the Google Calendar, you guys.
That's so funny.
And I go, am I reading that? And I go,
Nancy messaged me. Yeah, she's like, is this real?
Name. I was like excited. I was like, oh my gosh. So that was such a nice treat. Such a nice treat. Oh, Melita. Can you pull a card for Melita before we go?
Sure.
For her beautiful seraphinite. And I will make a note that you would like it one bead smaller.
So we have I Was Born to Enjoy Life. Oh. This one is going to be really good and very powerful. I am a beloved child of the universe, and I have been given everything I need for every experience I shall have. It's so crazy because we were just talking about it with Jamie. And then one thing I can tell and recognize is that there were a lot of times, and I'll confide in this, and I know you'll agree because you're so transparent about it. There were times when Jamie was just so down, like just down and just trying to pull up. And then when we do the live, like that perk up and that energy, just to make sure that that love was still there, just perpetuating it. You know, it was so much. But like, yeah, making the terahertz and just knowing that we'd get through it.
Yeah.
It definitely, like, even though we never knew what would completely happen, but just sticking together. And I know a lot of you were stuck with us, so thank you. You're still stuck with us. We appreciate it. We love you.
I think we all
But-
have so much inside.
Yeah.
And when you're
Mhm.
given the opportunity to dig deep,
Yeah.
and then I don't know, it's a blessing because
It
we
is.
don't always get that opportunity to
Yeah.
dig deep. We kind of like skim
Just
on the
skim on the side,
surface.
yeah.
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 You never know what you're able to do.
Yeah. Until you have to do it.
Until you have
Until you
to.
have to do it.
Yes, Malita, we will email you an invoice. I will
Yes.
retrain Danton on how to do that on the computer. Thank you so much,
you,
you
everybody.
guys. It was wonderful. So wonderful. This is the first time, in case you guys didn't know, this is the first time we've ever had Danton's, right?
Mhm.
Pieces on a live. We have never done this before. I think because we were always just so busy, and I'd always be like, Danton, make something.
Mhm.
So when he brought this in today, I said, we gotta go live. Come on, let's do it.
Yeah, I think in the future, definitely to help inspiration. And I know a lot of people do love when we make it already pre-made. Possibly in the future, we can do more lives where I can custom design and we do it for the people. Like maybe we put up a theme of what they're feeling, and then the month later,
I was just gonna say that.
yeah, you know, what you're feeling, and then we do we'll put a poll up, see how people are feeling, what they need help
What
with.
are you going through? So we can share
Yeah.
that with each other.
And then on a Saturday, they'll see me pull it. We'll do a live, watch me pull the beads, and then we'll make it to certain sizes, and then we'll go from there and we can sell
That'd
it.
be so nice. That would be awesome.
Yeah. So if you like that, definitely put it in the comments. If you don't know, we read all of them.
Yeah, we do.
So
We
just to make sure
read.
we get your orders right, but we also want to know your feedback. So please definitely let us know. But if you like that idea, not just send hearts on that one because we won't see the hearts after.
Janine says, love that idea.
Oh, good.
Melita says, it was nice to see you at the start today,
Yes,
Danton.
I know. It
was
so
nice
such
to
a
see
surprise.
Melita, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's
Did you hear
raining.
that thunder?
Mm-hmm.
It's sort of like
Perfect
a little
timing.
blessing.
It is. So cool. Yes.
Thank you very much, Danton. Thank you for
you.
coming in and sharing your talents.
Yeah.
Thank you for being so generous with your time and energy. You know, always like giving it back to the Ohana. I felt so lucky. Thank you.
I think, well, you told me once, you know, I'm able to create tokens, but I have to really choose where you put your tokens. And if that resonates with you, know that you are limited with your time and energy. So really put it to something that makes you happy. And even if it's hard work or you work hard at it, make it something that you love. And this place has always been someplace that I've loved.
Thank you. Oh, Debbie Tebow says, love that idea. Gail says she loves that idea.
Yay.
Kara says she loves that idea. Yes, let's do it
Okay,
then.
let's do
We'll
it.
get together. So we will be back. The Jamie and Danton show.
Thank you, everybody, and we will see you soon. Have a good, safe week. Take your meditations, your breaks, and your sleeps. And always drink your water. Bye-bye, everybody.